injuries started to stack up. So
coming right up, the Timberwolves taking on the Jazz. For Minnesota, a strong start, winning 3 out of 4. It's a foundation they can build on. Jazz, T-Wolves, and we'll be right back after this. Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up, joined by Hall of Famer Grant Hill, NBA champion Steve Smith, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. This is Brian Anderson. So let's take a look at the starters for the Utah Jazz. We've got Colin Sexton. He's out there with George. Lauri Markkanen out there with Walker Kessler. And it's Hendricks in at the power forward position. And for the Timberwolves, McDaniels and Towns in at the forward slots. MP is out there with Edwards, and it's Gobert in at the 5. Out of the gate, some guys tend to start strong, Grant. Others take a little time to warm up. Which group did you align with?
Yeah, good question, BA. You know, I always liked to start the season strong, and a lot of it goes into your preparation. What are you doing in the offseason? Are you ready when we get into training camp, the preseason? You know, all of that building to opening night and really establishing yourself within the team and also throughout the league right from the gates.
Now here's MP. Back to Edwards for 3. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist.
And this is how confident Edwards is. Feels like he can sink these shots whenever he wants.
Pass to Hendricks. Now here's Sexton from the arc. Knocks it down from distance.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Now here's MP. His last outing, he had 24 points. Oh, from deep. And another three from Minnesota.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
George's shot is good.
Just a gutsy play by George inside, finding the close-range look.
Minnesota's gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. And Graham, despite the lack of a superstar offensive weapon, the Jazz, one of the more efficient offenses.
Yeah, B.A. In 2 areas where they separate themselves, they shoot a ton of threes. and they do a really good job tracking down those long rebounds on the offensive glass.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Out of bounds. It'll be Jazz ball.
Yeah, a communication breakdown. Two guys thinking in opposite directions. The pass winds up in the stands.
Here's George.
Minnesota foul, number 30. First personal foul. First team foul.
Just over a minute and a half in. Markkanen with it. Now guarded by McDaniels. Markkanen outside. 6 on the shot clock. And he makes it on the layup.
One of the surprises with Markkanen is how physical he can be. He's willing to mix it up.
Here's MP. Again, MP missing.
I'm not sure how he's going to explain that shot later.
Low percentage chance. If it's not there, give up the rock. Trust your teammates.
I mean, I think that was their first miss of the game. They've been just rolling.
And stolen by Markkanen. Pass to Kessler. George outside. Oh, and again, it's the Jazz from deep.
And the shooting skill across the board for this rookie is what makes Keontae George so difficult to defend.
Well, when you think of potential 50, 40, 90 guys, Lauri Markkanen has the chops for it, Smitty.
It's so great to see him come into his own BA. Took him a while to adjust to the league, but now the league's having to adjust to him.
Yes, sir. George with the flush.
And Minnesota calls time here. This game against Utah, the first time they've met this year.
They're looking to make amends for their poor showing against this team last season.
And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Reed's checked in for Gobert. Anderson comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. And Conley subbed in for MP. So Utah going with an almost entire new group here. John Collins checked in for Kessler. Gordon Tucker comes in for Markkanen. Clarkson's checked in for Sexton. And it's done in for George. And he comes up with a bucket.
I mean, every time down the floor, this is what you're trying to do. Find the right matchup.
A minute 37 left to play in the first. Pass to Hendricks. Outside Horton Tucker. Shot clock at 5. Doesn't go for him. McDaniels with some nice D. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. And here's Anderson. Here's Alexander Walker. He's covered by Clarkson. Here's McDaniels. Rebound, Utah. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing their last matchup with Orlando.
And just far too many turnovers. You can't expect to win if you can't protect the ball.
Aggressive is one thing. Careless is another. You want to stay balanced and poised.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Second team foul. Shooting for Utah. Hendricks. 2 shots.
Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls. Morris, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. he makes both free throws.
When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
35 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot. Utah leading. Outside Horton Tucker. And he's going for the oop here. Leaps for it. Oh, what a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. 3-on-3. Here's Alexander Walker. Alexander Walker.
Working hard on the glass. Alexander Walker creating offense by himself.
Clarkson up top. Over Morris. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Jazz out in front, leading by just 2. And the second quarter is on its way when we return. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty on the scoreboard so far. And from what we've seen from the Jazz, what's your take so far?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
And they have the guys to do it. Play to your strengths, and they can make up for some of your weaknesses.
Inside, we got Towns and Gobert. MP is out there with Monte Morris. And it's Edwards in at the 3. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And with load management, some say it's the team's job at times to protect players from themselves. How different is that from when you play, Grant?
You know, B.A., it's very different. I think teams now are much smarter assessing load and risk and looking more at the long-term big picture of their players.
Now here's George. 7 points in the game. And that one drops.
A growing aspect of George's game. He's working to become a strong facilitator.
MP outside. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. MP's got 5 now.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
After their big trade with Rudy Gobert, it's taken a while for the Wolves to gel. Gobert said, quote, "It just comes with the time and trust. Basketball is never perfect, but we can punish all kinds of defenses by making the right play and finding the open man. With that mindset, we are going to keep getting better. I'm confident in our abilities." Brian?
Well, that's the way you have to look at it, Allie. Thank you. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. MP's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Unselfish, moving the ball. Love to see this kind of offense.
Pass to Sexton. No one near him. Good. He hits the jumper. And the Jazz lead by 2.
Quick attack by Sexton. The defense just wasn't ready for it.
And Minnesota calls time here. They're coming off that loss against Denver.
And they got to the line at a good clip, but couldn't cash in, and it ruined their chances.
You know what happens? You start to miss a few. You develop a lack of confidence, and suddenly it becomes contagious.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. McDaniels is checked in for MP, and it's McLaughlin in for Morris. The Timberwolves have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Outside Edwards, over to the left wing. Pass to McDaniels. He takes it in, uses the glass on the layup.
They're finding ways to get the ball to the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Now here's George. He has 7. To the inside, Kessler. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Now here's McDaniels. Pass to Towns. Launches it. And the 3-pointer goes. Towns has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Here's Sexton. And again, it's Utah.
Wow, guys. Colin Sexton with the crazy dribble move.
You know, when analyzing the game of Colin Sexton, this is a guy who can score from all 3 levels, Grant.
You know, this is what his team has asked him to do, to be aggressive on offense and to shoot the ball with confidence too, B.A. Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Reed's checked in. And that one falls for Towns.
And at nearly 7 feet tall, you don't expect Towns to do some of the things he does, like drain threes and make savvy passes. But he's a modern big man. I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Outside Edwards. 1:24 left in the first half. McDaniels inside. It's good. McDaniels got 6.
And you think their lead would hold as long as they continue to shoot like this.
Pass to George. Oh, there's the alley. And then it's Collins with the dunk.
The agility, the hops, the great hands. Collins is the perfect alley-oop partner.
Here's Edwards. The open J off the mark.
That was the best he could do. Just fade a little bit, try and get a clean look, but the defense was right on him.
George with the bucket.
And just muscling it in. George, very aggressive.
And here's Edwards outside. And another three from Minnesota. Oh, another lead change. 6 total in the first half.
And this is the battle we were hoping to see.
Here's George. McLaughlin with the rebound. Minnesota in the lead. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Towns, right side. Here's Edwards. And another basket for Minnesota.
Oh, that in-between game, the 15, 18-footer. The defense will give that to Edwards, and you cannot stop everything.
Fires at the elbow. That shot off the mark.
More often than not, he'll cash it in from that area. The defense might have done just enough to bother him.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Timberwolves ahead, leading by 3. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And so George will bring it up for Utah. It's a 3-point game. Well, they've got the Bulls ahead of them next in Chicago. That'll be the second of 4 games total on the road for them. So the Utah 5 right now. We've got George. Also Colin Sexton out there. Walker Kessler out there with Lauri Markkanen. And it's Hendricks in at the 4. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
That's just being out of sync and at the worst time. Costly.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, Lauri Markkanen has become the go-to scorer for the Jazz. Coach Will Hardy said, quote, "It's not easy going from being a role player to being the guy. There's an emotional part of being counted on like this, and he's handled it very well. To have the evolution that he has had is something that he should be very, very proud of." Brian?
Yes, indeed. Thank you very much, Allie. Good stuff there. Ooh, the blocking skills of Walker Kessler have been getting him plenty of attention.
B.A., that's not the only thing he does around the rim. He's also a very solid rebounder. So really, if there's any action under the hoop, he wants in on it.
George, no good. Minnesota's got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Here's McDaniels. And the layup is good off the glass. McDaniels got 8 points.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
And Utah calls time here. And as we head into this break, the players have an opportunity to replenish their energy with Gatorade as they prepare to go into the final stages of this ball game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, not to mention over the course of a season, you have to stay hydrated. If you don't, it's amazing how much slower your body is to bounce back. It can have a serious effect on performance, no question.
All right, the Jazz making a change here. Dunn's checked in. Okay, a chance to look at some numbers for Lauri Markkanen. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Sexton, that's good. He's got 9.
Good concentration by Colin Sexton. There was some contact on that.
And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting an efficient 64%. Excellent. And here's MP from outside. Gets the 3 ball to go. And the Timberwolves lead by 3. For Utah, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Pass to Kessler. Here's Hendricks. Marking it outside. Dunn outside. 6 to shoot. Off the mark there with a 3.
And yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Here's Edwards. And no good, trying to use the glass. Utah's gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. To the left side wing. The 3 is up. The putback. Controls the rebound and the putback.
I always love the hard work on the glass. Just great activity.
Out of bounds. It'll be Jazz ball. And with a pause in the action, here we have the best rebounding teams from last year. 5th, the Jazz.
Those are some terrific numbers. You could tell last year that everyone on the team was totally focused on pounding the glass at both ends.
For Utah, they've gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. For the lead. And the layup is good by Dunn.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Chris Dunn. And he makes a first. And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Reed's checked in for Gobert. Anderson comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for McDaniels. And Conley subbed in for Anthony Edwards. Now here's Dunn. The 3. is up. Hendricks, no good. Minnesota has gone 5 of 8 from outside the three-point line in this one. Here's MP. Tipped. Now here's Dunn. He's guarded by Conley. Here's Sexton. Pass to Hendricks. Nice D from Anderson.
Tremendous defensive effort. Saving a bucket right there.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen. Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Here's Dunn. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. Markkanen misses.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Inside. And MP with a basket on the assist by Anderson. And now it's a 5-point Timberwolves lead. And Utah calls time here.
It's time to talk this over and try to put a stop to this run.
Because right now it feels like the pace is being dictated to them. They need to go back to playing their brand of basketball.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Morris is checked in. The Jazz making a switch here. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. To the paint. Here's Collins. And Collins with the slam.
Taylor Horton Tucker doing a nice job of finding his teammates. They are loving it.
And Smitty, when it comes to John Collins, what do you like about this guy?
What I love, Grant, he's a team guy. He'll play the 4, he'll play the 5, he'll do whatever is necessary so his team can win. This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
On the wing, Sexton. There's 45 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. Oh, and he missed the J after tricking the D with a nifty pass fake. Here's Alexander Walker, defended by Horton Tucker. Anderson passes to Alexander Walker. Conley against Sexton. Ooh, ripped away! Pass to Markkanen. Now Clarkson. Anderson pulls it down. Conley looking for an opening. Into the lane. Over Sexton. And Minnesota again with a bucket.
I really enjoy watching Conley take it all the way. Defense can't match it with his blinding speed.
And so it's Minnesota closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Great shot selection right now. Keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the Timberwolves. 7-point gain, biggest lead so far. They have their two big men out there, Towns and Gobert, working inside. Edwards at the 2 with McDaniels at the 3. And it's MP in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. So it's Utah now, following the score by Minnesota. Here's George. Yes! He nails it!
And this is what George wants to be doing. The rookie loves to score the ball.
It's McDaniels on the wing. And here's MP from outside. Here's Gobert. Gobert not... bothered by the D.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
George passes to Kessler. And here's George, covered by MP from outside the arc. Rebound Minnesota.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
With the teardrop. Blocked.
Look at the vertical from Clarkson. Great job sending that shot back.
Right side McDaniels. Shot clock at 6. Here's Gobert. Gobert showing his skill inside.
And we're the ones... trying to fight your way back into the game. You simply cannot allow second chances.
Especially when you're this far down, you have to make the most of it. Every sequence.
George's shot is good.
Quality pass by Sexton, taking full advantage of that opening.
Minnesota calls timeout. Well, Grant, some think of Gobert as just a defensive specialist, but he's proven to be more than that.
Yeah, B.A., I like how Rudy uses his height to his advantage.
Substitution on court.
Tries a three. Utah with the rebound. Kessler's got his 4th rebound in this one. Left side, Horton Tucker. Pass to Collins. Back to Horton Tucker. It's Markkanen on the wing. Fires from deep. Markkanen showing off the range there.
Lowry Markkanen making his presence felt as this game heats up.
A nice shot by MP. MP's got 11 points here in the second half.
He gets inside right when he sees the opening. Got to attack when you have that chance.
Utah calls timeout. They're behind by 5. We've got 1:13 left in the 4th. To present the New Balance Player of the Game, Anthony Edwards.
Can you say vintage? Wow, this was a vintage performance. I mean, so much of the game is about the 3-ball today, but his focus was going hard into the paint and doing damage from inside.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Will Hardy was going over with his team. He thinks they're still very much in this game, saying it's right there, but it's on us to take care of it. We have to make it happen. Hoping to inspire his team here.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
Incredible touch for a big man. Markkanen shows it both in the field and at the line.
And he's unable to get the second one.
Just a tough miss at the line. They're down 2 baskets now.
A nice shot by MP.
Look at what he's doing here, and it's hard to imagine him playing much better.
Utah's got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. Markkanen up top. McDaniels covering. George for 3. Cash. What a beautiful shot. Brings him within 3.
And there's a nice rhythm to his 3-point shot. You know, George has a confident stroke.
Here's MP. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. This possession could decide the game.
And you really have to be smart with the ball here.
McDaniels against Markkanen. For 3, George. Edwards pulls it in. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Utah foul. George. First personal foul. 4th team foul. At the line.
Oh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he does get the second one. And that gives him a 4-point cushion. And Utah calls time here. They're down by 4. There's 14 seconds left in the 4th quarter here.
Who wants to keep some? Make some noise!
There's 14 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter. The Jazz again can't hit. And they're going to prolong the game with an intentional foul.
3rd personal foul. 5th team foul.
He drops the first one, and that puts him up 5.
And looking at Edwards, the offensive skills he has are impressive. Now he must focus on improving his defense.
Big moment at the line. As poised as you get, this thing is done.
For three, Sexton. It's good from beyond the arc.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Let him decide whether to shoot it or whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
And so it's Minnesota who's... Great spy with a win. What a performance they have here at home today.
I'll tell you what, these are the ones that are so nice to win and so tough to lose. I love being on the edge of my seat, never knowing what would happen next.
And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Steve Smith, and Allie LaForce,